Where is everyone? The Fermi Paradox. The Fermi Paradox is the discrepancy between the lack of conclusive evidence of advanced extraterrestrial life and the apparent high a priori likelihood of its existence, and by extension of obtaining such evidence, as a 2015 article put it, if life is so easy, someone from somewhere must have come calling by now. The Fermi Paradox is often discussed in scientific fields, YouTube videos, and is generally the concept that if life is abundant in the universe, we should see evidence of such life. And the absence of such evidence is either proof that life only exists on this planet, or that intelligent life has not evolved anywhere else. That there is some filter that prevents us from seeing this evidence, otherwise known as the Great Filter. The Great Filter encompasses doom and gloom scenarios that imply that because we haven't seen any evidence of alien superstructures or civilizations, that there are none out there. And there are theories thrown out there like, when civilizations reach a certain point, then they destroy themselves, inserting dramatic apocalyptic images here. Other scenarios are a bit less dramatic, but they essentially branch off into two directions: the above scenario, or that we are alone. Of course, I believe this is overlooking the basic reasons we don't see evidence: time and distance. There are a lot of assumptions when this topic is looked at, and one of them is techno-signatures and signs of alien life would be easy to spot from where we are, being the biggest one. Assumptions of future technology, of our types of technology being dominant, of our ability to see any technology that is different than ours or breaks our understanding of physics. This latter one I find to be the best one. We have an entire field of scientists who, for the most part, are unwilling to even entertain the idea that aliens could visit us, and in the same breath would speak about the Fermi Paradox without seeing any contradictions in these concepts. In reality, the paradox is really, if there are more advanced civilizations out there than us, and they have the technology to visit us, why haven't they? The Fermi Paradox is not a paradox. We are simply too far away from anyone to see any contemporary techno-signatures. With new observational telescopes like the Very Large Telescope and James Webb, we may finally be able to search for these, but at best, and on our closest star, we would still be seeing them 40 years in the past. The scale goes to 100 and 1,000 years extremely quickly. The further out you go, the further back in time you go. If we were able to see the universe and galaxy in real time, there could be a gigantic civilization out there that we would only see if it reached visual distance to us. To illustrate, there could be hundreds of galactic civilizations out there that are operating in the present, but we would not be able to see the evidence of this for sometimes millions of years from now. Absence of evidence is not proof. If there are civilizations out there using tech that could supersede the faster-than-light barrier, it is unlikely we would recognize this signal. There is no paradox. We at this point should find no evidence of alien life. The only conclusion you can make is that we don't see evidence of past civilizations that use tech like ours. So we keep looking and keep making discoveries, only through new breakthroughs in science or the unlikely event that ET shows up and announces themselves will we find alien civilizations. The distance is simply too vast, and information travels too slow for any other option. To suggest that life is either so prominent that by now alien civilizations would be encroaching on us, or there is no other civilizations are equally as absurd and human-focused. Humans like to deal in absolutes. We either want to believe or don't want to believe, because those are the realities. There either are alien civilizations or there isn't. But the paradox assumes that civilizations can easily span multi-planetary systems. This simply may not be true. It may be possible, it may be happening, but the rate that this is happening is assumed, and it just cannot be. The Great Filter may be, in the end, just that leap to become a multi-planetary species is a very large one. That the rate of expanding in civilization on galactic scales or interplanetary scales, one where it would be expanding to the point of that it encroached on us. It's not as fast as some of us would like to believe. The Galactic Empire is most likely out there right now. Just time and distance has hidden us from them.